Parenthood. Thank you.
The next item of business is consideration of Business Motion 8938 in the name of Joe Fitzpatrick on behalf of the Parliamentary Bureau setting out a timetable for Stage 3 consideration of the Marriage and Civil Partnership Scotland Bill. Any member who wishes to speak against the motion should press the request to speak button now, and I call on Joe Fitzpatrick to speak to and move motion number 8938.
Presiding Officer, moving these motions is often very much a formality, but I hope you'll bear with me for a second as I say that it's with great pride that I move the timings for the Marriage and Civil Partnership Scotland Bill, and most importantly I look forward to the debate and look forward to saying a big I do to equal marriage at decision time.
No member is asked to speak against the motion. Therefore, I now put the question to the Chamber. The question is that motion number 8938, in the name of Joe Fitzpatrick, be agreed to. Are we all agreed? The motion is therefore agreed to. We now move to topical questions. Question number 1, Ken-Macintosh.
Thank you. To ask the Scottish Government, in light of figures from the SQA that suggest a reduction in the numbers enrolling for national exams, what action it is taking to ensure access to courses.
Minister Alistair Allen.
Curriculum for Excellence. Curriculum for Excellence is built on local flexibility, ensuring that schools meet the best educational needs of their learners and provide access to courses across the curriculum. Decisions on the number of subjects should be based on maximising achievement. Learners may study for fewer qualifications at a particular point, but leave school with a greater level of achievement overall. It is not surprising, therefore, that there will be changes in patterns of presentation for qualifications, and indeed it is extremely difficult to make meaningful comparisons in these statistics, given we are talking about two completely different systems of qualifications. The curriculum is designed to support and recognise a wider range of skills, achievements and qualifications than ever before, and this approach allows greater depth of learning and will best prepare Scotland's young people for life and work in the 21st century.
Ken-Macintosh.
Can I thank the Minister for his answer? As the Minister will know, the Scottish curriculum has always been based on offering a broad range of subjects to pupils, not just up to 4th year but beyond. Analysis of the SQA figures suggests a significant narrowing of that choice. I think in some parts of Scotland, some pupils are taking 6 courses, in others 8. And I think the average number of courses is down from 7.3 to 6.8, which would be a significant change. There's a particular marked impact on science and on languages, which are down 8 and 10%. Now, this comes on top of a drastic fall in, for example, people enrolling for German. Can I ask the Minister what he's doing to address this trend, this very worrying trend?
Minister.
Well, as I've mentioned already, we are comparing not only two different systems of qualifications, but two different structures of courses. And it should be said, of course, that the number of subjects that are studied in 4th year is, of course, a decision for individual schools and local authorities. But it should be said that the number of subjects studied in 4th year does not determine the number of qualifications somebody will come out of school with. For instance, on the issue of languages, as I've mentioned in this chamber before, there are a huge variety of courses in languages now, not just National 4s and 5s, but qualifications for languages in life and work. And it's also worth saying that these are the provisional totals, the final totals for presentations will not be available until the end of March.
Ken-Macintosh.
I'm not entirely sure if local flexibility is the answer to a national curriculum or no local variation of this nature. But can I just ask, as well as the potential inequity that's introduced and anomalies introduced by such a system, we've now got a decision to introduce a brand new appeal system this year. Given that there are likely to be some anomalies thrown up, and we have the Scottish Government has limited the opportunities to appeal available to pupils, can I ask him what recourse they will have or what action he will take if there is inequity in this case?
Minister.
Well, firstly, as I'm sure the member is aware, Scotland does not have a national curriculum, as he suggests. Despite the name Curriculum for Excellence is a change in the methodology of teaching and examining. But it should be said absolutely that standards are being maintained, and indeed there's every evidence to suggest that the new exams will be very challenging. In terms of the appeals system, there have indeed been changes in the appeals system. and there will still be, after these changes, the opportunity for anyone who has exceptional circumstances to have those considered, and also for there to be a check of exam papers if any questions should arise around that. So there will still be an appeal system. It will be changed. It will be based on the understanding that it's there to cope with either errors in the process or with unusual circumstances, which was indeed why the appeal system was put there in the first place.
George Adam.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. Can the Minister outline the support that has been provided for teachers ahead of the new nationals?
Minister.
Well, there is, of course, Presiding Officer, an unprecedented level and range of support being provided. Over £5 million of additional funding has been provided since 2012, including 2 extra in-service days. And more importantly, perhaps even than that, there has been the involvement of teachers throughout in the construction and design and implementation of Curriculum for Excellence and the new exams, and a responsiveness, I hope, to the points made by teachers, for instance, the fast-tracking of material in response to teacher requests around National 4 and National 5 and the assessments in those.
Mary Scanlon.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. Despite what the Minister says, an S4 pupil from Falkirk has written in today's Scotsman about the slow but steady simplification of exams, which she says, writes, benefits only politicians who are able to sing their own virtues as exam results reach record highs every year. Can I ask the Minister to respond to this criticism and to hopefully help to bring assurances to parents, pupils and teachers?
Minister.
Well, obviously, we do welcome and receive comment from young people and people sitting exams around the country. As I understand it, the complaint being made is that the person who is concerned and who has written the letter feels that the exams will be too easy in the coming diet. That I certainly don't think that the SQA or those who are responsible, the many experts who are responsible for setting our exams, would agree with that stance. And the SQA has a gold standard when it comes to maintaining the standards that we have in our exam system, and that's something in which I have complete confidence.
Thank you. We now move to the next item of business, and before we do so, can I just extend a welcome to people who are in the